A few days ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's in the communication business, and she deals with financial sector, which means she's dealt with mutual funds and credit rating agencies, etc. And she was telling me it is such a put off dealing with financial advisors. So I thought you should hear her view about it. One, she felt you shouldn't be doing what everybody is doing. Everybody cannot make a newsletter copying from the same source, right? So one person writes a newsletter and every financial advisor copies it and sends it across. That's not done. You need to have your market view or don't have a view. You cannot have Prashant Jain's market view one month and Naren's market view the next month. They could be different. Or, Munod's market view the third month. You cannot do that. Or you say, this is what he feels. You read that, make a summary and send it across. And this is what Naren feels, this is what Prashant feels, this is what Anand Radhakrishnan feels, this is what Naveen Munod feels. That's fine. Do that. But don't try writing it on your own words, taking it from various sources. It doesn't work. Don't use jargon. It is very easy for people to say markets will be volatile. JP Morgan said it a few decades ago. Don't keep on repeating it. We all know markets will be volatile. Clients know markets will be volatile. It doesn't serve any purpose by saying markets will be volatile. There will be no free lunch. Don't use jargon, right? Don't use words like this which people feel, oh God, not again. I will do holistic financial planning for you. Believe me, people don't understand what is holistic financial planning. I will do asset allocation for you. That's your job. Your job is to sit with the client, find out his personality, find out his risk tolerance, and advise him on asset allocation. You don't do asset allocation, you advise on asset allocation. It is the client who does asset allocation. Make that distinction. You are the advisor, he is the doer. You are not the doer. And then making statements like, last year I got him 54% return in infrastructure. For heaven's sake, you didn't. It is the job of the market to give returns. It is your job to have selected that fund. It is the client's job to have chosen that fund. You gave him 3-4 options. Maybe you gave him pharma fund, infrastructure fund and banking fund. He chose infrastructure and that gave 54% return. Maybe the other two funds gave 58% and 62%. I don't know. The question is the client also doesn't know. So don't say you gave a return, because then it can be very hurtful when the market falls 10%. Do you say I lost 10% for my client? You don't say that, right? So don't give this jargon also. I also I don't understand this. I have created this customized portfolio for you, which has got 53% in debt and 33% in equity and the balance in gold. What did you do to customize it, right? So maybe there is a fund directly available with this kind of a combination, right? You chose certain equity funds, certain debt funds, certain gold funds, maybe the sovereign gold bonds. You chose that combination which your client approved and you sat together and arrived at that. Please don't say you created it. You advise the client created it. When you talk that language to clients, clients also accept, I created it. Tomorrow if something is wrong, I am to be blamed as much as the advisor. Advisor can give data, inputs, say in the past this has happened. Yes, you can be shocked at times when you put money in ultra short bond fund and that is not liquid, or somebody tells you this is a good ultra short bond fund for 5 years. You get into an ultra short bond fund for a much different thing, right? So sometimes you can go wrong. When you go wrong, you say sorry, but this is what I estimated and this is what happened. But if you say I created the portfolio, then the client accepts no responsibility for it. You accept full responsibility for it, and that's not right, because it is the client's money. Client has to accept responsibility. Client has to understand why gold, why debt, why equity, why mid cap, why large cap. It is your job to explain it to the client, make him understand, and client is accepting it. Client is signing up, right? You are not doing it. You are advising. Understand your role as an advisor. I am an independent fee only advisor, but I charge on the basis of AUM. Again, doesn't make sense. If you're an independent fee only advisor, charge on the basis of time, then it makes sense to say you're independent and you're fee only advisor. Or it makes sense to be an independent fee only advisor on the basis that you charge on his net worth. That's very difficult. Normally you charge on the basis of assets. That's very difficult to quantify, and then you will not do certain things. You will not remove money from a debt fund to repay a home loan because it goes against you. The assets fall, right? To tom your integrity is a joke. People expect you to have integrity. Don't go and say, I'm an honest advisor. People expect honesty, right? Nobody expects dishonesty from their advisor. I don't expect dishonesty from my driver. I don't expect my driver to sell my petrol and make money. I don't want somebody who comes and says, I don't do that, and wears it on his sleeve and says, therefore select me. That's not right. It doesn't happen that way. Say what will be your fees, say it up front, say my fees is being paid in a trail commission by the mutual fund, all that is fine. Tell him what you're charging, what you're making. It's perfectly alright, right? You're here to make a living. Don't hide those things. I also don't like the fact that people say that we can invest like Warren Buffett or like Mukesh Ambani or Prashant Jain. First of all, you need to understand that Buffett and Mukesh Ambani are businessmen. They are not soliciting money from you. They have a company which they run, which is like a very big hedge fund. They take a lot of bets. They are in the insurance business and in the investment business. That's what they are, right? They don't charge a management fee. Obviously, they don't charge a management fee. No company charges you a management fee. Glaxo does not charge you a management fee. Hindustan Lever does not charge you. HDFC Bank does not charge you. HDFC Limited does not charge you. These are more like hedge funds. Reliance is more like a hedge fund. It is into so many businesses. It leverages. It does all that. Don't compare a Buffett or an Ambani to a Prashant Jain or a Naren. These are fund managers. Those are business managers. This is a huge difference. So don't, when you're talking to your client, don't say we can invest like Buffett or we can invest like Mukesh Ambani. You can't invest like Mukesh Ambani. You can't invest like Buffett. You can't invest like Prashant Jain. You can't invest like Naren because you are not them. You don't have the research support, right? So see what jargon you're using, see whether they can understand. And this is what she was telling me, that this kind of jargon can put off people. Don't use it. Thank you.